Hi, this is Cheyenne Valentine, back today again with a new episode. Today's episode, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while. And I think I'm going to title this video, Marriage is being promoted to women, but not to men. So, my question is, why is marriage being promoted to women, but it's not being promoted to men? So, marriage is being promoted to one gender and not the other. And can't we see that as an issue? In order to be married, right? What I thought, it takes two people. And some people may be in a polygamous relationship where, it's one man, multiple wives, or they might be in a polyamory. I think that's how you pronounce it, where I think it's like multiple people, where the woman can have multiple boyfriends and the husband can have multiple, and the guy can have multiple girlfriends. Whatever the situation is case by case basis. But basically, marriage equates more than one person. Can we agree on that? You can marry yourself if you like, but most people, when they think about marriage and coupling with somebody, it usually includes another person. Okay, so my question is, as a little girl, well, it's not a question. I've noticed that for women, it's like, not all women, but most women dream about getting married. And I think it starts from a young age where, you see people who are married, or your parents might have been married, or even if they weren't, you knew someone in the neighborhood that possibly was married. You heard about marriage. And you have this ideal in your head of this knight in shining armor who's going to come and marry you and treat you like a queen. You're going to have kids. And so I even remember as a little girl, I thought about my wedding day. And I remember my father, he likes to wear cowboy boots. My father is in his 70s. And I always had this vision of him walking me down the aisle and him wearing a white suit with some white cowboy boots and me having on, a white gown. And I had this image because I think I had an image of him having a white cowboy hat. But I don't know. I just know he was going to have these really nice white cowboy boots and a white suit. And I always had this image of him walking me down the aisle because we were programmed to believe in marriage. And also part of this programming was that your father walks you down the aisle and gives you out to your husband. So I always had this image. Well, now at 33 years old, let's just say that image has been shattered, thrown into the trash. What I think is not fair is that, and I've talked to many guys about this, just ask them questions. They don't talk about marriage. They don't fantasize about marriage as a little boy. They don't think about who their wife is going to be. Maybe some men, but for the most part, the vibe I'm getting from most men is that they don't think about marriage. Like as a young boy, they might think about they want to be rich, or they want to have a lot of cars, or I don't know what the hell they think about. I think usually they think about wanting success, and that's because society tells them you need to be successful. You need to chase money. So their mind is not on... Okay, their mind is on making money and chasing women for sex, not chasing women to marry them. So they tell men you're supposed to get out, get money, and sleep with as many women as possible. Meanwhile, they're telling women, oh, you need to find one guy and get married. Okay, first of all, you're setting women up for failure because if this is a heterosexual woman and you're telling her she's supposed to be married, and if she's not married by a certain age, she's worthless, and why is she married and all that? These motherfuckers, excuse my language, act like you can marry yourself. If another, you cannot control another person, so this other person has to want to marry you. Okay, you have absolutely no control over who proposes to you and when. Okay, and if they ever, you really don't. Only thing you can do is if you want to be married and this person's not don't want to be married, you need to just move on. You can't force them to marry. I mean, it's just ridiculous how they make women try to feel like at a certain age, or even like it's getting so bad if you're 25, older than 25, 26, 27, they're trying to make it seem like you should be married, and if you're not, you're damn near damaged good. It's ridiculous. Okay, how are you old at 30 or 27 or okay, because they always say after 25. Okay, so let's say 26. How are you old at 26, and how have you passed your prime at 26 when you live? Some people live to 100. So your life is over at 26, and so when you're your 30s, 40s, 50s, you ain't shit, huh? And 60s, and you just ain't shit. When you gonna live to let's say you live to your 80. So 26. For these men, they're saying you pass your prime. Then they say past 30, but it's like they say after 25 is when the decline, they claim, starts. So that means that 26 is woman's out of her prime. Come on, man. Like it's ridiculous. Okay. So they want women basically to stay between the ages of 18 and 25, be perfect in physical aspects, and be married. Now, first of all, you cannot force someone to marry you. And why is marriage being promoted to women? Why is that standard put on us that we need to be married? We're not the one. That standard of marriage should be put on men, because men are the one who propose. So if anybody should be pressured about marriage, it's men. Men should be pressured to go get a wife. It should not be the reverse, because once again, now if women were the one that proposed to men, and men, then put pressure on women to propose to men. But they can't put pressure on women to propose to men, because they know a lot of women not a lot, but there's a significant amount who kind of want to, be in a relationship, and they know a lot of men don't. But I don't know if it's because a lot of men really don't want to be in relationships, or because they've been programmed to not want to be in one. I'm telling you, society programs men to not want to be into relationships, to be playboys, and to basically chase money. And I don't even think they program them to chase money that much. They just program them to be, especially black men, they just program them to be a bunch of whores and be playboys. That's what they promoting to them. Because I think they want to keep our community degenerate. But for women, they promote marriage to women. And I can prove it to you, ladies. Like I said, you never hear men really talk about marriage when they're young. You hear girls talk about it a little bit. When you get over 21 and you're out in the workforce, you run into women who are married. Haven't you noticed they love, not all women who are married, but a lot of them either want to school you on how to get a husband if you're not married, and they are. So I'm gonna give you a prime example. I've seen a couple situations where it was two women. They were older than the women they were talking about, and they were saying, well, I seen one situation was a woman, she's maybe like 30, and another woman maybe was in her 40s, and they was telling her, trying to school her on how to get a husband. Even though she had a boyfriend, they felt she needed to be schooled on how to get a husband. Okay, excuse me, ma'am. She already has a boyfriend, and how do you know she wants to get married? See, they never do that to men. They never, a man never goes to older man never comes to a younger man and says, and let's say that younger man has a girlfriend. He never says to him, oh, I'm finna show you how to get a wife. I'm finna teach you. They don't talk about, like, let me tell you something about men. He goes even deeper. My dad, was friends with this one guy for almost 30 years. He did not know this man was married or if he had kids. I said, well, Dad, does he have kids? He said, I don't know. And I don't know if he's married. I said, how the hell? So I said, you guys don't talk about your personal life? He said, men don't. I said, so men don't even talk about this. So let me tell you something, ladies. When men are around each other, they talking about the women they have fucked or want to fuck. They don't really talk about their wives and kids, or even if they have it. And they talk about other stuff. I don't know what the hell they be talking about. But they don't talk about us like that. Unless it's pertaining to if a woman walked past, they say, oh, I love to sleep with her, she's sexy, or I fucked her, whatever. Other than that, a lot of them don't even talk about their wives and kids like that. So my father knew this man for, I think, almost 30 years. And don't even know if he has a kid and a wife. And he said, most men don't talk about that. He said, but they might bring it up just to tell another guy, oh, that's my wife, that's my kid. So if you're out and you see them in trouble, you can help protect them. But he said, other than that, they really, I said, well, a woman, the first time you meet a woman, within 5 minutes, she looking at your fingers, see if you got a ring on, see if you're married. She's talking about either her husband or boyfriend if she has one, or if she doesn't have one. She's all in your business, asking you questions about if you got one. It's with the women, they make us be marriage crazy and man crazy, to where our whole focus is on our whole focus is on to trying to latch on to one guy and make him be with us when these motherfuckers clearly don't want to be with one woman. So, and then they put that they know these men already got a high sex drive, and they're telling them to go out and be with other women. They're promoting being loose to men, but then they're telling women to be down in like a virgin, and then making us feel like if we're not married and attached to one guy, we're a loser. But yet the men are the ones that's supposed to propose to us. So if they're not for marriage and they don't want to be with just one woman, how am I the loser for not being married at a certain age, or even at 21 or 22? If I'm not married at 21, 22, how am I a loser for that when the men don't want to be married? Marriage is not promoted to men. They don't have their fathers and uncles saying, when you're going to get married, you got to find your nice lady, settle down and have a family. That's not happening. And maybe in some cases it is, but I'm saying in most of them it's not. But to women, I've had my father ask me, when I'm gonna get married. I had my boyfriend's mom bring it up to me and all that. It's just like, bring the shit up to him. Okay, why are you bringing it up to me? And my dad said, well, you know, you got to make a guy marry you because on their accord they won't do it. Oh, so I have to make somebody want to be with me? No, I'm not. I'm not going to make anybody do anything. What I'm going to do, if they not giving me what I want, I'm going to go to somebody who is. Just like with men, if you're not giving them the kind of sex they want, you're not fucking them the way they want to be fucked, they're going to find a woman who going to do it sexually, even if that means cheating on you. Yeah. So if you're not trying to be married, I'll just break up with you and find someone who is. But why do I have to chase marriage? Men aren't chasing marriage. Okay. So I feel like, ladies, I just want to bring this up because if you're not married, you might feel like, oh, I should be married. No, you shouldn't be. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm going to tell you why. Because once again, it's one thing if 95% of most men wanted to be married and they were looking for a great wife and looking for a good woman, and you just kept passing up these great guys and now you're alone. It's not like that. First of all, a lot of these men do not want to be married. We know that this is a fact. I'm not making this up. Also, marriage is not promoted to men. And now I'm seeing on YouTube, a lot of men don't even, it's a young guy on here. I don't know his name. He has videos out telling men not to even take women on dates. So ladies, if we're not even being taken out on dates, what is the purpose of a man in our life? A date is to get to know a person, to have a companion to do stuff with. That after you have sex with a person, let's say the sex lasts between 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, then what? So you're supposed to just go y'all separate ways and not ever talk again till y'all come back up to have sex again? What about going out and doing things together? Like, what about having fun together? Like, these men want to eliminate anything that pertains to women socially. They just want to straight be fucking. So these kind of men just need prostitutes. They don't want wives. Like I said, this is a young dude. He looks in his 20s telling other men not to even take women out on dates. Well, how you gonna get the vagina? Because that's all y'all want anyway. How y'all gonna get the vagina? So you don't even want to take her on a date? So what is her incentive of fucking you? Now you might say, oh, I just got it's, some men say, well, I don't have to pay for dates or give you money for sex because you get some out of it too. Men don't get it. Those kind of men, they're young, dumb, and full of cum. They don't fucking get it. Dude, the average woman's sex drive is not as high as yours, so for one, she can wait way longer to have sex. We have a healthy sex drive, but it's not ravenous where we need to get fucked 3 times a day. And some women sex drive is really high like that. And see, those women, they're not as picky about the men they choose. Like, they're like dudes. They're not as picky because their sex drive is real high. But for the other women whose sex drive is moderate, we can wait longer to find a guy we really want to screw. Number one. Number two, if you're not gonna be taking out on dates, and you're not offering marriage, and only thing you offering is dick, then I might as well work, establish myself, and make a lot of money, and just go get the guy I really want, and just go based upon looks. Because really, if you're just average looking, dude, why would I just hand you over my vagina for nothing? You're just average looking. Like, you're not even a hottie. Like, and the dude who made this video, he wasn't ugly, but he was average at best. So I'm like, okay, what is her incentive for fucking you? You're not even a pretty boy. And then you don't even have no money. And the money you do have, you don't even want to spend it on a taking a date. So basically, you're just offering dick and think that's good enough? Motherfucker, vagina's just good enough for you. See, men accept mediocrity from women. Like, a woman could just come, she could have a stank attitude, or she could be boring, she could have a lot of bad qualities, but as long as she open up her legs and give him vagina, he's getting off, he's cool with that. That's their problem, ladies. That's on y'all. Okay, if y'all just accepting woman as is because y'all want to get laid, women don't have to settle for that. Okay, since we can wait longer for sex if we choose, we don't have to. We can have sex every day if we like. But if we want to wait out for a better guy, we can, and we're gonna pick the best candidate. So that is why we look for multiple things in one guy, because we trying to find a dude that really does it for us. We're not just trying to pick anybody because they convenient just to get fucked, and this dude don't even look like shit. Forget that. So now these men not only don't want to be married, they don't want to take women out on dates. I mean, so I feel like this, if this is how it's going to be, they don't want to get married, they don't want to take women out on dates, it's strictly sex, then shit, all the pretty boys finna get all the sex. Because all the pretty boys and the men who willing to spend some money, them the two gonna get it. The average dudes who are broke, I feel sorry for them. Because if you take away taking women out on dates and treating them like a lady, being chivalrous, and you take away marriage, a woman, what is her incentive for being with you other than if she wants to procreate and have kids and have sex, right? Because you're not giving her, spending no money on her. And then, okay, you're not offering her marriage. And then let's say you don't even look like shit. And then God forbid you don't have no money either. I mean, you ain't getting no fucking play. And no, he can't get play from women who look like him on his same look level. But see, as we know, men want women who look way better than them. So see, men go after women who are way out of their league physically. They want the most attractive one. I don't care if the dude is a 4 on the scale through 1 through 10. If he's a 4, he wants a 20, and he thinks he's entitled to a 20. Why? I don't know. Yeah, he will get that 20 and still fucking cheat. So it's just like I don't understand it. So, like I said, marriage is being promoted to women, not men. So, ladies, if you listen to this, don't even stress out about that kind of stuff. Like I said, until they start promoting marriage to men, and men are actively looking for wives, then, and let's say you had multiple men trying to marry you and you were just like, nah, I don't want to be married, then I could see you being kind of salty about that. But if most women, let's say in a lifetime 33, I've been proposed to once. But I was with that guy for a long time too. I don't know, well, most women by the age of 30, how many times you've been proposed to, but it depends how many men you've been with, how many serious relationships. Most women, maybe by the age of 30, maybe been proposed to maybe once or twice. That's a big ass maybe. I don't know the statistics on this. I just know I've been proposed to one time, and I'm 33. One time. And I talked to more than one guy. Okay, obviously. Okay, and it has been one fucking time. And even that proposal took pulling teeth, and this proposal came after I broke up with the person. Okay, so this proposal didn't come while we were, happy and, in this great relationship in the beginning. This came years after I asked him why he didn't want to marry me. After we broke up and I pretty much was ready to move on, then he want to run. That's how men are, ladies. When you don't want them no more, they want you. When you're tired of them, when you give your all, they give very little, and then when you're completely over them, they want to be with you, and you literally want to throw up because you're like, I don't want to be with you no more. So like, why are you? I'm over you. Like, leave me alone. And that's when they want you the most. I'm telling you. So ladies, when you giving your all is when they give their least. Okay, and when you're done, they all in. I don't get it. I can never explain. I don't have a penis. I don't have testosterone. I don't know why they act like that. But I just wanted to, make this video because I want ladies to understand that. I know some ladies probably feel this pressure. Like, I need to be married. Why am I not married? Oh my God. And you're feeling the pressure because men have put a cap on age. So they're saying women after a certain age is not valuable anymore. So because of this, when you hit past that age, you're starting to feel, getting anxiety. And ain't no need for this. Look, you weren't just born on this earth to just be married and be somebody's wife. You have other attributes to bring to the table. And also, I can understand you want to be married, and if everybody around you was married, like every single woman you knew, okay, but we all know particularly the average black woman, I don't think the average black woman is married. And a lot of black men, to me, are not trying to rush down the aisle. They're not. But I'm gonna tell you something. I have a friend, and this guy is a relatively good guy. A lot of girls don't like him, not because he's a good guy. That's not why they don't like him. He doesn't have much of he doesn't talk a lot. He don't have like no sex appeal. So a lot of girls don't feel him. Not feeling him like that. But other than that, he's a good catch. So he's not charming or nothing like that. So it was a girl he really liked at his job that was totally out of his league. She looked so much better than him, and it was just like, dude, you're not gonna be able to get her. And she played him like we thought he would. She gave him her number, and when he would call, she wouldn't respond. So men are delusional. Like, dude, you can't be basic and want a dime. But he made this comment. He said he was tired of talking to different women. He wanted to find one girl to settle down with, and he said he'll make her his girlfriend. He said he'll give her a baby. He'll impregnate her because she that fine. Now, this is supposed to be a quote-unquote good guy. Ladies, did you notice something here? He said he would give her a baby because she's just so pretty, and he liked her so much, but he didn't say shit about marrying her. Just listen to what men say. The so-called good guys, they call themselves good. See, let me tell you something. The men who call themselves good want the same shit that the so-called bad boys want. Got the same mentality. They're just not charming enough to get the women they want. I know another guy like this. He's with my friend from high school. They tried to hook me up with him in high school, and I didn't find him that attractive, and I kind of swerved him. He ended up getting with his best friend's girlfriend. Yeah, his best friend's girlfriend. Some years later, they got a baby now. Now this dude, he's black, but he grew up around other races, and to a black woman, he might come off kind of corny. He makes a lot of jokes. He's average looking. He's not that handsome. He just, blasé. And so you would think that, you know, my friend that he's with, she's pretty and she just got a great personality, and you would think he would have been running down the aisle to marry her, and she didn't have a baby by him. They're still not married. They live together and everything, got a baby. He has still not married her. There is no reason in fucking hell why he should not have fucking proposed. Okay? He wasn't able to put no other women like that any fucking way, and she gave him a shot, and so you should be damn near falling to the altar. But no, he gave her a baby. And that's what these men do, ladies. Like, don't let them trap you with a baby. See, I'm noticing this trend. When they find you really attractive and you the best they can do, they'll trap you with a baby, but they still won't marry you. So you have to require marriage. Be like, look, if this ain't no marriage, ain't no kids before marriage, so we're not getting married, we're not fucking having kids. See, a man, I had a dude tell me this before, saying, man, you know, because he already had a kid, he was like, man, you know, if I didn't have a kid and I was in a different situation, like, man, I sure give you a baby. Now, they act like that's a privilege, hearing them say they'll knock you up with a fucking baby. That ain't a privilege to me. Where's my wedding ring? Where's my fucking wedding? And where's your devotion to me for the rest of our lives? You ain't got it in you, okay? But you can try to knock me up with a fucking baby? Fuck you. I don't want to hear that shit. Where is the and so if marriage is being taken off the table for men and they don't want it, then they should not require us to want to be married, ladies. I'm tired of them trying to make women feel like we need to be married and putting this pressure on us to say you need to be married and all this shit when men don't want to be married. And men are the ones we supposed to be marrying, and them the ones who's supposed to propose to us. But yet they're not marketing marriage to them. So if they're not going to market marriage to them, then they shouldn't be marketing it to us either.